All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man, Jay. Yes, I did a live stream the other day with Grant. Shout out to Grant. We talked about the Galaxy S, the Unpacked event. So I just wanted to piggyback on that real quick. Now before anything else, I say this, go ahead and hit the link in the description if you are a person who has not ordered yet and you want to pre-order, get it. I think they gave out like some credits or something like that and you get a couple $100 off. But there's some things to point out about this launch that's a little different. There's no, through Samsung at the moment, when I look, there's no free memory upgrade like they used to do. You have to get those through Amazon and other resources. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to you to do that as well. So if you want a free memory upgrade, that's going to be pre-ordered through Amazon and also Google Fi. You'll see these links down below. And Google Fi to me has the best deal. I've been with Google Fi since Project Fi. I was a beta tester for them way back in the day, and I just decided to keep the account and start paying for it. And so that is exciting. I've had that account since before it was even live to the public, and I'm just excited to know that I can still rely on Google Fi to give me some of the better deals that you can't get on any other carrier. So I ordered, and I'm not just telling you to order, I ordered as well. I ordered a 512 gig Sky Blue Galaxy S26 Ultra. That is it. No trade-in or anything. But again, if you want a memory upgrade, you're gonna have to go through Fi or you're gonna have to use Amazon. And those links are down below. Now let's kick this off here. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling about Samsung. This is my S25 Ultra. I'm not trading it in. And I just bought the phone. I went through Google Fi and I got my phone for pretty much half off for 512 gig or even a little less. I don't know. $650 is what I got it for. So because I had Google Fi, that was the better option for me. You choose the better option for you. For those that are paying for the devices outright, I highly recommend Amazon or Google Fi. I think because you're going to get that memory upgrade that you want. Or if you just want the memory upgrade, I should say, not so much paying for it outright. I pay for it outright, but you don't have to. Some of you guys pay monthly. I totally get it. It's expensive. This is an expensive piece of machinery right here. This is the 25 Ultra, by the way. I have all my stuff ready for my S26 Ultra, just waiting for it to come in. And as of right now, it's still kind of like early to mid-March. So does that mean that people aren't buying? We'll kind of get into that if I can remember to do so in this video, but links down below. Buy at your own risk. Buy if you want the phone. I bought, I'm ready. I'm excited for it in the end. So I hear your comments. I hear what you're saying. You're right. Folks, we're not on any kind of, I'm not on one bandwidth and you're on the other. I hear you and I see you. I agree with you on a lot of things, especially the privacy glass thing. How could a person really be excited about this? It's nothing new. Tempered glass and regular plastic privacy screen protectors have been out for years. It's the way Samsung is implementing it. I guess people are getting excited about it. And just to be clear here, they're not targeting people like me and possibly a lot of you because you're hip to the game. See, but there's a lot of consumers out there that have a previous generation, like a 20 or 21 or 22, 23. They're probably going to be excited about this. Yeah, they might be extraordinarily blown away. Personally, I'm not. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like the phone. I'm just saying I'm not impressed with that. I can just buy a tempered glass, which I always do. I always buy privacy or matte tempered glasses and put it on the phone. I've been doing this for every phone I have just about. Check the record. It's always been there. However, this is something that Samsung is implementing in the software and the hardware itself. So it's a combination that's going to be a cool little trick. I would just turn it on and leave it on if this is your thing. I like privacy glasses, so I'll probably turn it on and leave it on as long as it doesn't affect the phone in a negative way. So that said, Samsung hasn't deviated from this design much. Let me show you what I was expecting. I was expecting this, nice and thin. This phone may have taken a bad rap at the beginning, but after a lot of people got it in their hands, they said, whoa, this is actually a fire phone. This is great. And I was hoping that they would go the way of this design. I was also hoping the way of a, silicone battery technology on there, but they didn't do it. They're comfortable with just upgrading they're getting their efficiency like they do every year with the processor and the RAM, and they upgrade these things and they work on the software and give you better battery. The truth is, that's all you really need is better battery. year over. So the S25 was a huge upgrade in battery for me coming from the 24 Ultra. Now, do I regret getting rid of my 24 Ultra? I do. This boxy design is really not my style. Now, what they've done with Samsung, what they've done with the newer version, they've rounded off these corners dramatically. I know because I have a lot of cases for the S26 Ultra that I've been here for a month. And so I know that the phone is it's going to appear to be a little bit more compact, still has that very big display that they have. And it's just going to still be a big chunky boy. So I was hoping the way of this, which is way more comfortable to hold than this. Say what you will, I exercise every day, and I still don't want to hold a very chunky phone if I don't have to. The Edge is a win. And now let's hope that Samsung does not do like they did with the previous generation right here. A lot of you guys are going to say, oh, Jay, it's discontinued. I heard the rumor that this, I heard the rumor that that. Nothing's official until Samsung says it is, in any OEM for that matter. Nothing's official until they say, hey, yeah, we're done. That's just how it is. So I was really hoping that they would go with this and launch it at the same time. But unfortunately, when the S25 lineup came out, they launched this like 3 to 6 months later, and everybody already had their phones, and everybody was like, what? And only real tech enthusiasts or people who are just really interested jumped on this. I love this phone. I much rather prefer this over this. So I'm eager to try the Galaxy S26 Ultra because it kind of mimics this phone a little bit with the rounded corners on here. This is straight up boxy and this is more round, and it just happened to be more thin. Now I really like to see them go the way of this kind of round. I genuinely like this kind of round and this kind of round. I really, really like it. A more rounded body makes for a way more comfortable phone to hold. And the sad part is these are both big phones, chunky boys. So much better in the hand. It's ridiculous. This feels so much better than the S25 Ultra. Now, the S26 Ultra made a few changes, and it's just not a lot of changes. But I like that they went the way of a little bit more rounded corners, and the phones are like a slightly little bit more compact, but it's still a chunky boy, if you will. And they didn't go the route of the thin route. They didn't go the route of the silicon battery. What would you have liked to seen them do? What was your ideal S26 Ultra? Something for me that was pretty simple. I would prefer that they move the S Pen back on this side, because I like to hold my phone in my left hand a lot because I'm right-handed, and the S Pen is in the palm of my hand. Simple things. They've changed the aperture. They made the island on the camera look more like this. And they changed the aperture on the cameras, moving it to 1.4 or 1.7, little things like that the average person won't even notice and probably doesn't even care about. Now, I spoke about the ship date. Let's see if the Samsung ship date has moved any further, because I wonder if the orders are coming in like they thought they would. And we're going to talk about this no memory upgrade option as well. So I'm going to choose my sky blue, just kind of doing this right here. And let's just choose something to go forward. No additional coverages. March 11th. It's still March 11th. That's when my delivery date is, March 11th. And so does that mean people are not buying? Does that mean people are just, I'm sticking with my S24 Ultra. If you haven't, folks, let me tell you something. If you have an S24 Ultra, it's probably a good idea to keep that one. Like I said, I'm not trading in my S25 Ultra, not at this point. And my purchase is already done. I already paid my $650, and my phone will be here on March 11th for my sky blue. But if you have an S24 Ultra, you could sit still if you wanted to. Now, depending on some factors go into this, depending on how much you paid for your S24 Ultra, they're giving $900, I believe, for the S25 Ultra. Let's check the trade-ins one more time. Apologies here. Let's see here. Brand, Samsung. let's see, device S24 Ultra, they're giving $800. So you've had your S24 Ultra for what, going on 3 years now? And they're giving you $800 for it. If you think it's worth it, then you should probably go for it. But I would say you're going to lose the Bluetooth pin functionality. That's not really something that I harped on when I found out that it was happening, because I use hand gestures with Samsung as well. You can use hand gestures to control your camera, and that's what I've adapted when using the camera on my phone. So, are they selling? Did they do enough? And the title of my other video was Samsung Unpacked, or is it time to pack it up? That was just a fun play on words. Obviously, I love all my Samsung products, but I still want more. Like, it doesn't mean that I don't want anything more from this company. Just because I'm not responding the way some of you guys are responding with a lot of anger, some of you guys are upset, that maybe you really wanted a new product like I did. But if a company is comfortable doing something and they're getting away with it, meaning they're still able to sell in high volume, it's a business for them. It's a business for them. The only way we win is if we stop buying. We control the market. Some people just don't understand that. We control the market when we don't give them our money. That's what it is. But some people just can't resist. Got to get every product. Got to finance that next one. If you're on an upgrade program, sweet. Stay on it. That means you're going to get a phone every year or however those upgrade programs work. But I do want more from Samsung. I wanted a thinner phone. I wanted a bigger battery if possible, which you can do with silicon battery technology. I just wanted a little bit more. I wanted pretty much them to go the way of the Galaxy S25 Edge, and they can do it. Don't let people say, oh, they can't do that because the heat. You don't know. You're not an engineer. You have no idea. Other people who quickly comment with these bots come out saying exactly what can happen and can't happen. You have no idea, because once it happens, then you're like, oh yeah, I knew. Yeah, no, stay on the sidelines and just keep cheerleading, or sit on the bench or something, because you're not really in the game like that. But I think Samsung definitely can do more, and I expect more. So there are rumors of a fold. And 2 folds, which I don't know that they'll do this. But if they do, so be it. I'm going with whatever the new version of it is. I don't want the same thing. I still have my Z Fold 6 and my Z Flip 6. And I really don't plan on trading those in anytime soon. And obviously, I have the Z Fold 7 and the Z Flip 7. Love the Z Flip 7. Amazing phone. Fold 7, amazing phone. But it's time to stop the regurgitating and recycling of the same product and give something new. So what do you think? Should they pack it up and just switch gears? Samsung took a lot of risks in their early years of production. They were innovating like crazy. Get back to that, Samsung. That's what I want. What are you guys looking for when it comes to Samsung and their products in the future? I'll see you in the next video. It's your man Jay. Let's talk in the comment section.